Hey friends, so today the big balance update went live into the game. It was a busy day, so now that I'm at the fag end of the day, I decided to just go through it and say my bit and share. So 200 plus legendary heroes received some buff, or at least one buff. No heroes are being nerfed in this update. Epic rare heroes are not receiving any individual adjustments. So SG decided to let status quo to an extent be. The balance update has gone through multiple rounds of beta testing over several weeks, and additional internal revisions have been made based on data feedback gathered. We had initially prepared a wider and more direct set of changes, which did include a number of nerfs, but ultimately have decided to take a more conservative approach at this point in time. Remember, at this point in time. Considering how volatile the post Aether power landscape still is, which is very sensible approach, because post Aether power you have to allow it to settle down, and it's a wise decision. We will of course keep a very close eye on how this update affects the game and continue to gather more data, which is a welcome thing because as more data will guide things forward. So I like this particular approach, and where one needs to acknowledge, one should acknowledge. At least I do. Stats buffs by the family. Now, there is a view I was reading on, there are quite a few views that, the new fellows have got a stats buff and, the old fellows haven't been brought up to the mark. Come on, guys. If you have anything which is 10 years old, 5 years old, should the manufacturer make the 10-year-old as new and relevant as the current one? Really? Does that make sense? Allow it to move in your head and you will yourself get an answer. So, one has to be a little sensible and realistic. There have been individual exceptions. The following heroes are extremely powerful, and our testing tools show they will remain very competitive in post balance update, even as they are. As such, they will not be receiving any stats boosts. So, Aramis, Ferdinand, Hathor, Jove, and Ojima have been left as is. The following heroes also proven to be quite powerful, but not as much as the ones in the list above. As such, they are receiving only partial stats boost of plus 20 hero power. And you have these fellows. Costume bonus and adjustments. So, legendary hero costumes of Underwild, Valhalla, Atlantis, Guardian, Pirate, all these families have gone through a change and an increase. Then, when one sees the Springvale Legends 2017, Morlovia Legends 2018, Sand Empire Winter Families, they were really abysmally low. 2241 was the costume bonus in the Sand Empire. 3361 was Springvale Morlovia. I mean, it's insane and stupid. So that has been rectified, and these are, believe me, very, very widely spread families because they have been mostly procured through Epic Hero tokens, which means a lot of free and cheap to play players have heroes from these families. Now I can already see a few wanting to jump, but 2017 and 2018 families did not come through Epic Hero tokens. Well, some of them did, so let's get that out of the way. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual families. I'm not talking about Hero of the Month. Now moving forward, I'm also happy that some of the families like Lagoon, Sakura, Sand Empire have now an introduction of one hero carrying the family bonus. That makes those heroes relevant. Then there are specials boosts for certain heroes. Telluria comes back into the glory, but obviously 3 years is a lost period because things are very different today. Viscaro is a unique one that really becomes very powerful, and the Viscaro find is insane. Correction, Viscaro Fiend is insane. I have been corrected, so I will constantly remind myself and learn the word fiend and drop the word find. So that's that. And the full list of affected heroes is over here, so please go through it at your leisure for whatever you want to find from here. But I will only say that for me, this is irrelevant. Why? Because I don't play the game in my head. I play the game actually on the device that I'm using, whether it's my phone or whether it's my iPad, because 90% of the times I'm playing on the iPad. This video is currently being made on that. So over there are too many variables when I'm actually playing the game. But when I'm playing the game in my head, then obviously there are crazier things that I'm sitting and imagining. Doomsday all the time. So no, I don't play the game in my head as much as possible. Actually, off late, no. I mean, at least for a year or maybe a year and a half, I don't play it in my head at all. I don't care. It was easier for me to achieve that because earlier also I would not, and I made mistakes while playing because I don't go minute, thorough. And as you can see in my videos, I don't count numbers so minutely. It doesn't make any sense. It just increases the stress. So this game is meant to give me a chill out and a fun time and not stress. So I don't waste my time on that. And I consider whoever is doing micro calculations to be a waste of time. Because those are the ones that are making enough noise outside the game. So, and stressing themselves out. I don't pay attention to all that noise. So for me, it really doesn't matter. So as a well-wisher to all player base, I'm just highlighting that what I do and why I'm not getting worked up regarding these numbers. I also will add over here that of late in the last month, I have leveled up 4 dupes instead of new heroes. And I realized why not? I have these heroes and they are game-changing heroes in my roster, and I have got a dupe of those. So I completed a second costume gazelle because I had got the costume, so the second gazelle also came. Then I completed a second Aramis. I completed a second Guardian Panther costume, and I am starting a second Nyx. And very soon I will start a second Wolfgang. Why am I sharing this? We have multiple dupes which can really impact the game and our play. So we chase new heroes. Now I'm not going to tell you whether you should chase new heroes or not chase new heroes because it's none of my business. I'm not Uncle Dancing to preach. But I can share that those dupes can be really handy, real fun. So they can do a lot of things. So that's the part that makes sense, and that is optimizing and to an extent supporting the no spend in a constructive manner rather than trying to prove a point. So that's really good fun. The other part that I would like to say is I disagree with this whole animosity and this proving a point and bringing this theoretical violence into the game, that SG has been brought to its knees. No, SG has not been brought to its knees. It owns the game, it runs the game, and it makes money from the game to keep running the game. So SG can shut their servers anytime. And there are a lot of such people on the forum who either are not playing the game or are playing the game now and then, which means irregulars. Hence, they come and some of them have been caught, by the way, in discussions. So they come and they light fires to incite. Please beware and enjoy the game the way you like and engage with the game as much as you want, because your well-being can't be defined and controlled and manipulated by others. So I'm going to leave you at that and add a food for thought. There is no one who's less or more SG is not strong, and neither other players. It's a collaboration between both entities, and a healthy collaboration is going to be more fun. I'm going to leave it at that. So thanks for watching. Look forward to the new Atlantis Heroes tomorrow. And also the next week, we are going to have our epic hero tokens being put to use to get some beach heroes. And there are some interesting heroes. Especially, I'm looking forward to Ethan, the fire epic hero. He's fun. I think he is the 4-star Al Nadaha. So, looking forward to that. And some really cool heroes. You can read them on the Empires and Puzzles forum. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Wish you a nice day and see you in the next video.